1. Back with part 2 of the Dogman Sideshow podcast. Complex coffee conversations with Crucifix Complex Coffee.
And our homie Lukewarm.
And our new, homie slash manager Lukewarm. Hey, what's up, guys?
You never lived till the day till you had met my homeboy Luke. All right.
I'm Luke. It's nice to meet you. They call me Lukewarm. I guess you know.
They say Lukewarm sounds like Bill Clinton a little bit.
They do say that. Damn, Luke. Let me tell you something, Luke. You are a weird fucking burned out guy. I can't tell if you're being No, I'm kidding.
I can't tell if you're burned or warm.
Are you? Just like waffles. Waffles like in a bad waffles. Toaster. No. Speaking of food, you any good on the grill? You cook? Dude,
I'm fucking master chef.
Master chef.
Especially when it comes to the grilling.
Real outdoor cook?
Dude, I recently made
gas, charcoal, wood?
Depends on what you're cooking. If I prefer charcoal. Aye. But if I'm smoking wood.
No, it's smoking weed, not smoking wood. No. Applewood? Yeah, applewood smoke, really?
Yeah.
That's an interesting choice.
It gives it a good flavor.
Now,
I like to use a wooden plank to smoke salmon on. If I ever smoke salmon.
God damn, that seems like it takes some effort to do, no?
No, they make the wooden planks nowadays, but the trick is you gotta wet them before. What I like to do is I soak it in apple cider vinegar.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
In case the salmon wants to lose weight fast. Mm-hmm. Apple cider vinegar. Mm-hmm. There's thank you for like the 2 people who get that joke, hopefully. So, man, other than fish, mm-hmm. or specifically that's plank smoked salmon, mm-hmm. Anything else that you're known for dish-wise? If you're cooking dinner, they show up at your house, random day.
A steak.
It would be steak.
Or barbecue chicken.
Nice. Bone in, bone out?
I like boneless thighs.
Oh, yeah. We all do.
See, boneless breast, like the breast.
I like the breast meat. I prefer the breast meat.
I feel like it can get too dry at some points, but I feel like a nice boneless thigh, it still holds that integrity.
Call me crazy, but I don't mind a little bit of dryness just because there's a million and one kind of fucking sauces. And when something comes out too doughy or too juicy, like it gives me like a sloppy Joe vibe.
Dude, I gotta cook for you, bro. Okay,
do you like sloppy Joes? Even though you are Joey?
I hate sloppy Joes.
Ironically, yeah.
I fucking hate sloppy Joes. I don't know. It's just fucking gross to me. I tried. I don't even know how many times.
It's like some grade school shit for sure.
It's a different name sandwich, but when you add a fucking slice of cheese to the sloppy Joe, it's like called something else. I tried that too. Didn't like it.
Sloppy Jack, because it looks like someone busted a load on your sloppy Joe. The cheese is melted. Here you go. Here's some my special sloppy Jacks.
Sounds like something Lukewarm would get a hold of.
yeah. My dad used to make something called sloppy Jacks. He said, because
Shut the fuck up, Luke.
All right, see you guys later.
All right. So the guy went that guy went from lukewarm to Luke cold. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, later. Thank God he shut the door on the way out. This is fucking ridiculous, man. Well, I heard you were down earlier, though. We were talking, and you said you're starting to feel the feels. I lost my dad not too long ago, and it fucked with my head. It to see the empty space where that person used to be in your life. Mm-hmm. At first, it's just like, God damn, I'm glad that their personal bullshit's over, so it feels like you get a break from them feeling like shit and you having to help them with it. And because you never want to see the people that you care about feeling like dog shit and going through all of it. So everyone handles their stages of grief differently. I'm just remembering mine. It's like, I was glad that he's not fucking falling apart in front of us anymore. It was good to see him. It was good to not see him in pain and uncomfortable and not feeling like himself anymore. Because it was ugly to see like how on the other side he was after he had started to not be so healthy. And I'm being very polite in my euphemisms here. But do you understand how that feels? Like you were mentioning something along those lines, and I remember it struck that nerve with me.
Yeah, it's my mom passed away, my mom passed away, and I don't know, like at first I was cool with it that she passed away because she wasn't suffering,
Yeah.
But then I'm getting at that point of stage where, like, you ever just miss someone, like, at a point because you haven't seen them in forever?
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting to that stage.
Did you have a close relationship?
I didn't have a dad. I didn't have any. She was the only person that took me in. And who I call mom, my biological mother, she basically gave me away. Who I call mom is my great aunt.
Really?
Yeah. And she adopted me when I was 2 months old.
Wow, man.
And, yeah. She took me in, and she took care of me, and I basically ended up taking care of her. I was her in-home caregiver for 7 years until she passed away.
Very powerful. I believe I met her a few times. She was always very nice.
Very nice lady, yeah.
Good energy. She was always real cool.
No,
Never.
she could be an asshole too.
Yeah, she never gave me any shit or anything.
No,
she was always nice.
Yeah, my mom was crazy. I loved her.
Life is complicated. Life is complicated. Death is even more complicated.
Yeah, she passed away from lung cancer.
I'm sorry, man. That's fucking hell to go through.
Oh yeah, it was.
And I'm sure you didn't have it easy.
That lung cancer, man. And then my family were like, oh, like, because I took care of my mom when she was on hospice.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, you know how that's gonna be. Like, you're gonna see all that. And I was just straight up like, I don't give a fuck. That's my mom. She took care of me when I was a baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, so I kind of owe her the favor.
That's really nice. You don't see enough of that. Like, just acts of gratitude. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of like, well, hey, let me make up for being shitty to you before by being nice to you now. But there's not a like.
I owed her that.
There's not a lot of like, well, hey, you were nice to me then, so let me be nice to you now. Mm-hmm. It feels a little rare, I guess, to see someone actively balance their scales, I guess. And you can't.
You know me.
Yeah,
I like to keep things balanced.
You do like to keep things balanced. You've mentioned that many times. I'm shocked at how relevant that statement is. Oh, but it does make sense now, seeing where you come from.
Yeah, man. I usually don't really talk about it,
No, that's why I like to get to the deep stuff. I like to talk about important things because there's a lot of people who, and I mentioned my dad, and I wanted to say, like, I had to make peace with him. That's why I brought up we got along later because he was kind of shitty to us before, like just either just create chaos environment or just not being there.
Yeah.
And it'll deal with our mom, and our mom we had our own bullshit. Mm-hmm. And then, at a certain point, young, we had to go from relative to relative, things like that. And so I definitely get it.
No, yeah, and I've always been through the struggle. My mom's always been poor. I remember one time she said we were going camping, right? And we ended up living in a fucking mobile home in front of my grandparents for like a minute. And I didn't realize it till now. I'm like, dang, we straight up lived in an RV for like a cool minute.
Yeah, and
my mom's always been under housing and like, stuff like that. I know the struggle, dude. That's why I'm kind of more humble as a person.
That makes sense. It's good to be humble, though, too. Mm-hmm. Don't forget where you came from, right?
Never. I used to being like a teenager back then, like being hard-headed. My brother always told me, he's like, you'll never forget your roots, And I'd always be like, teenager. But now it's like, you really do like go back to your roots once you get older. You're like, huh.
After a certain point,
So the apple doesn't
yeah,
fall far from the tree. You know what I'm saying?
I think just like we were discussing in the previous segment, growing into manhood, I think you realize that the rebelliousness of youth was not only unnecessary, but
Yes. Very unnecessary.
just I forget how to say it other than like synonyms for or euphemisms for unnecessary, wasted energy,
Yeah. Oh, that's
directionless fury, and it's weird to think that everyone is trying to find a place where they belong.
Yeah, and I was guided with the wrong people, to be honest. Like, because I didn't have a father figure, so the minute, like, an older dude, like, back then would, like, show me some kind of, like,
Hey, you're
a
cool.
father figure, you know? Like, yeah, like, it was...
You're looking for Batman to take you in?
I ended up fucking getting expelled. I ended up selling meth, becoming a straight up tweaker. And then I don't know, it makes me like kind of sad because my mom would be like, "Oh, you're on meth," and I became like a violent person in a way. And then my mom would always compare me to my brother, like that would be like in and out of prison, because like
Yeah,
I don't know, my brother was a crazy guy and he would be very violent. But
known for the outbursts.
I honestly thank him for that in a reason, because he's the one that taught me how to defend myself.
Mm-hmm. Always valuable.
And then he always told me, like, you know what, Joey? Guess what? People won't listen to you unless there's violence.
Yeah. Sometimes some people got to learn the hard way.
Mm-hmm. But then, check this out. I don't know. Damn, here we go again. I kept it balanced. I was like, I need to learn how to, like, keep that, like, violent side, but not fucking be an asshole about it and be a humble person at the same time. 100%. That's why you'll never... When's the last time you ever seen me in a fight?
That's true. I think when you and me were drunkenly fucking sparring in the alleyways last time. Yeah, I don't think I ever see you regularly like fight people.
No, I'll never like fully fight someone, because it's like that's like me tapping into someone that I'm not. Like if it comes down to the point of me fighting you,
yeah,
you're literally tapping into someone that's not Joey, and that's a fact.
But isn't that what all the martial arts and shit is for? So
that's what it taught me. That's where the Ip Man. You asked about the movies. That's where, like,
it all comes together.
Yeah, it all
clicks.
And you know what? I learned how to balance that. I learned when to use my rage and when not to. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I'll always try to talk out of a fight. Like, oh, we don't need to do this. Like, you know? But if you truly push me there, like, I don't know if anyone on here listening believes in the whole, you know, like Scorpio? Yeah, astrology. I'm a Scorpio. And a Scorpio, like, if you push them enough, that's when you get the stinger.
It was so funny. I was just going to make a joke at your expense. You believe it so much that you forgot its name. I'm a what? What do you call it? Catholic? You literally forgot the name of the thing that you believe in. No. I'm just fucking with you. I'm a Leo. And a lot of people, that's you saying about that kind of shit. I always talk trash on it, but then a lot of people that I get along with, including ex-girlfriends and regular friends, Scorpios. I don't know what's up with that. That's hilarious that it kind of... Male and female, always Scorpios.
And I guess, like, Scorpios and Cancers are supposed to have the best relationships.
My mom's a Cancer, yeah.
And then my girl, she's a Cancer.
And Dad's a Sagittarius. My brother's an Aquarius.
Sagittariuses are supposed to be, like, the best friends of Scorpios.
Interesting.
And my son's a Scorpio. I'm not. My son's a Sagittarius.
December birthday?
Yeah.
Neat. 10th?
21st.
Oh, wow, on the other end. So, borderline Aries?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I'm having another baby, and she's gonna either be a Libra or a Virgo.
You're just hoping for Libra because my ex is a Virgo, and nobody needs that.
No, you know what's fucking crazy? You know what I'm tripping out the most? Because we're almost 100% as a girl, just by the traits. Like, this is way different from my boy, like, ever being pregnant with a boy.
Yeah.
This is great. Like, it's crazy different. And, like, you believe in reincarnation?
I'm open to the concept, and I'm aware of it.
Well, check this out. My mom always prayed that we would have a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
She ended up passing away, and now all of a sudden my girl's pregnant.
Ta-da!
Boom. That ass trips me out.
I was thinking something along those lines, but then I just realized I would not want to be raising my dead or my baby father. I'd probably wring his goddamn neck.
No, I'm gonna cherish.
No, I love my son because he's not my dad. He's not me. I love the hell out of him. He's someone new.
Son is dead ass me, dude.
He's someone new and different. He might look like me with a big ass head and fucking everything, but he's super smart. He's super sweet, and I like that he's not a shitty person. He hasn't racked up a bunch of spiritual debts and decay. He's just like an innocent kid, and he's one of the few times where I talk about things like souls and not necessarily a sign that there's a God, but just like, wow, there's an innocent thing. I never thought that before. I've never considered anyone or anything innocent before. And it's just like, oh, well, I feel bad when these things happen to people that like don't have it coming or anything.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, you're still guilty of existing, which is the ultimate crime. You exist in the world. And he just, I don't know, he broke me of that thought of just like hating everything for no reason. That abject fucking distaste for existence and life. To see like a beautiful innocent soul and to not feel bad for it existing and to hate it for existing and to think that it's fucking a mirrored reflection of you and everything that you hate. To see that as a beautiful new individual ready to experience the universe. It's poetic, almost fucking artistic in a way, and it fucking brought me to tears, honestly. And I've always been the kind of really sarcastic, sardonic asshole of a person. And to be brought to tears by just the thought of something is super powerful to me.
Yeah.
Not to go on and everything, not trying to filibuster, but we're moving on to the next thing. Your constellation's arch enemy is in the sky just above your head. Orion is the hunter originally sent out by the gods to kill Scorpio. Or no, other way around. Orion was punished by the gods by Scorpio killing him. They killed each other in battle, and that's why their battle is immortalized in the heavens. Interesting, no?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
That's old mythology. Now, not to sub-reference, but you talked about reincarnation. You talked about things like that. Do you believe that love is real, or do you think that it's all like more animal chemical thing? Like you gain familiarity, but is it as more than just a concept?
Depends if you have a spiritual connection. Honestly.
That's interesting. Interesting response.
It's you might feel love. But there's such things called spiritual connections. Like you'll hear about stories. You'll hear about. I was listening to this one thing the other day where I was watching this thing about some old lady's like husband that she married for like 50 years, you know, and then the lady got a call on a phone, and it was him, and it was like distorted and saying, "I can't be here much longer. Like, I need to tell you these things to like be okay," like all this other stuff, and it was She called 911 and had him on the other line, and she was freaking out. And the 911 fucking person was just like tripping out, like, and the lady was like hysterically crying because that was like dead ass her husband's voice and everything. Like, I don't know. That's what I mean as in a spiritual connection. Are your spirits tied in with each other? Because that will be unbreakable in a way.
Interesting. That is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You forgot to premise the fact that he was dead in the beginning.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
You just said that they were married for 50 years. You didn't say that he was dead.
Hey, I said were.
Oh yeah, that's true. Past tense. That's hilarious. No, I've been doing that off and on too. I'll start a story and then fucking just like in the middle. Oh gosh. Nothing but toxic shit on that table, huh? No, the idea of, aliens, reincarnation, they're all ghosts, demons, all this X-Files shit, it's all so fascinating, but me, just as an individual, a person, I thought just the basic stuff was fascinating. Like the stuff that you would teach maybe like from 4th grade to like maybe 8th grade, 9th grade. Right? Because after that you're getting into like high school shit and it's more like civics and not, boring shit. It's just dates and facts and figures and things like that. But I was talking more along the lines of like how the universe works. Like, holy shit, you know what the fucking atom is? Like, oh my god, man, that is crazy that everything is just made out of the same thing.
And then you make a bomb out of it?
Yeah, and then if you crack it in half, it just fucking will destroy an entire city to just
Atom
dust.
Bombs, dude?
Yeah, like, holy shit, that is insane.
You believe in the God particle?
The Higgs boson?
Yeah.
I thought it was proven.
They say that's the soul.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone has that inside of them.
Coming to the stage, we have our new interpretive jazz band, Higgs Boson Soul.
That's smooth as fuck. I would.
Ding, 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 ding.
I would say
we call this particle accelerator. Ding, 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 ding.
Imagine a fucking jazz band in Fallout that was named that. I get. You go to
She's my atom bomb, baby. Yeah. I'm sorry. I fucking got carried away there. Me without a harmonica, right? I'd lay that down in a second. It's fucked up. Like, the water cycle. Like, holy shit, condensation. Like, that is fucking insane. That, like, it's all the same water. It's just thrown around. Like, everything has water. It's the clouds. It's in the ground. It's in you. Your water.
90%.
Holy shit.
Other parts sodium chloride.
It's I would say alcohol and sodium pentothal. That's why I can't stop just talking. Yeah, for the two people who got those references. Thanks,
we're all talking fucking
hip crowd. Was it for those of you without knowledge of basic chemistry? They had no reaction.
What are those graphs that the squares and fucking?
The periodic table.
Yeah,
wicked.
Like if y'all don't know, what sodium chloride is. Sorry.
Oh man,
I'm pretty sure you have used sodium chloride.
Yeah, just don't
many times in your life.
And if you don't know what the combination or what the chemical marker NaCl means, don't be salty about it. Now there you go. There are what they would call that geek speak. If we were I kind of want to put myself in a garbage can at that point. I feel like such a fucking dork.
No, I love darkinism.
That's funny. Oh man. Okay, so when it came down to it, if you had to pick a side, Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings.
That's a good one. Damn.
Ding, 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 ding.
Dude,
ding,
I'd fuck.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's
ding,
only
ding,
because
ding.
like the side stories of Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, because I love The Hobbit.
Yeah.
I fucking love The Hobbit, bro. But Star Wars, like all the all the other stuff that's coming, like there's Obi-Wan movie coming, there's fucking
They are milking the shit out of that property.
The Mandalorian, like dude, I love that guy. That
Mandalorian rules.
Sick.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Actually, I was gonna say, the Mandalorian brings me to an interesting point. It is so good. The Mandalorian is so good because it references what made the original Star Wars so good. It's just a combination Western samurai flick. He's got a shooter. He goes dusty place to dusty place and fucking gets into a gunfight. He's always outnumbered. He's always outgunned. And he's clever. He's quiet. He's the man with no name. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And fucking shoot his way out. And then they combine the man with no name with Lone Wolf and Cub, the samurai thing where he has the little kid.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the fucking
Grogu.
Yeah. And then instead of the shogun's whatever, the daimyo's shogun, whatever, and the fuck's kid, it's Grogu now. So now this hard ass wandering warrior without a master has this like young ward to protect, who's just like completely defenseless child, and you get to see him be completely unleashed badass to protect like an innocent kid. Again, to a really compelling story, but again, it's been done. And it's a nice combination of those two. And I think that's why it's so fucking...
I ain't gonna cap. Have you seen the end of the last season?
The last season of Mando?
Yeah.
I think.
Where fucking Luke took him off.
Yeah, dude, I saw that.
Took Grogu to train him.
I was making the joke of calling him Greg.
Dude, hey, sometimes...
Stop using the old name. His name is Greg.
Hey, sometimes I'm thinking, what if he goes in the dark side?
Evil Yoda, baby.
Evil little fucking imagine an evil Yoda, bro.
Go ahead and vamp for a second.
Okay, check this out, people. Imagine what would you think if there was an evil Yoda? We've always seen the good Yoda, like character we can all know and love. But what would you do with the evil Yoda? I am so interested in this, like. Because, I don't know, there's, like, rumors about being an evil Grogu or a good Grogu. Like, I don't know, like, something about hate about, like, his, like, species or something, him banding in. Like, there's a bunch of theories, And I can't wait to see what Star Wars has in store for that story. Like, that is the main one. Like, I'm pretty sure we're all a fan of that, but... The Book of Boba Fett's cool, but I don't know. Mandalorian kills it all, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, even just the concept of Baby Yoda turning evil, because I did not like him. I'm gonna be real.
You didn't like Grogu?
I didn't like Grogu. I call him Greg.
Dude, he's powerful.
If his name was Greg, nobody would give a fuck about him.
And he's 50 years old.
He's just like this little thing he's named with a cute, soft vowel.
Oh my god, I went to a comic store, right? Mm-hmm. And then I seen a live like figure like of what he would be. Mm-hmm. And he had like the whole little hairs and like it was detailed to the max, like how he would be. Dude, he's only like this big, bro. And it's fucking adorable.
I could draw you 6 things that would be like the exact same concept and you would say they were all cute.
No, I'm seeing like
it's
the
like
actual figure. Like,
well, no, here's what I like. Yeah, I get that. It's cool. Like the little remote controlled one that moves around and shit is dope. But it's like his name's Grogu. He's tiny. He eats everything. He's got big eyes. So it's just like here's Ming Mong and Shushu and Bingbo. It's why the starter Pokemon are so cute because it's like Chimchar and Meow and Boo 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 and Gooblegorp. You know what I mean? They all have stupid cutesy names. They look soft, like you would use them as a pillow. And like
the only pillow I use is my girl's ass.
Oh man, making all the you went from geek back to rockstar. You shifted gears right there and just lost all your half your base on it. Oh fuck this guy!
I gotta keep it balanced, bro.
That's why I'm going to get my oil changed later. Get my tires aligned, Just kick the tires a little bit. It's like, yeah, again, now switch back into like macho shit. And like, no, thanks for the 4 people who get what an oil change is. You know, talking while we're talking about cars. Do you ever get that rim job you were talking?
Motherfucker, what?
You were telling all those old ladies at the club about something about your rims. Oh, never mind. He goes and hits the early bird special to pick up bitches in their 80s.
What? The early bird?
The early bird special.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. That's funny. They called fucking Smithers a geezer pleaser. Because he likes Mr. Brand.
God damn it.
Oh, man. That's fucking weird. But it's just like how long they've milked that for. Oh, yeah. Speaking of a franchise, how long has the fucking Simpsons been around, bro? Were you a Simpsons kid?
Dude, they're time travelers.
Oh, yeah. The whole thing. Trump.
Dude, I swear to God. No, there's more. There's hella more shit than fucking just Trump. Those guys. Dude, I'm dead ass concerned that dude's a time traveler.
I mean, what else do you do, right? He just has like a mellow, you know. I don't know if he would be a time traveler.
Look at this.
Would his early shit be so?
I'm gonna spit some facts to you. Okay, do you know why Da Vinci and all these artists put in hidden messages in their art?
Because they didn't want to get called witches or heretics and killed or tortured.
Exactly. And so if a fucking guy came back from time travel, but he didn't want to fucking sit there and like yell it out like, oh, fucking I'm a time traveler, all this, what's he gonna do? He's gonna make art to speak on it as in hidden messages.
That weirdly tracks.
No, dude, like all the.
But I'm gonna move my chess piece and counter to yours verbally there and say, if you knew anything about his early work, you would know that guy's no time traveler. Let me tell you. If he was a time traveler, he would have been successful a lot earlier, and he would not have had to go through all the bullshit that he had gone through coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Groening is a fucking real champion, like, and having all the trouble with like Futurama.
Oh yes, I love. Do you know there's a new Futurama season coming, right?
I'm psyched about Futurama. I am psyched about all Futurama.
I think they said 12 episodes or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say just start small. Don't overpromise. I saw the new the Cowboy Bebop live action. Did you see that?
I heard it was crap, so I didn't try to watch it.
They made it too like Seinfeldy, and
was there bass like?
No, not almost. It was just short of that. Just you could hear Spike and Vicious going. They made Jet into a black dude, which I thought he was a Japanese cop, but I guess you need like a buff bald guy so it suits. It feels too much like cosplayers acting out a fan fiction, I think.
Or you got too much fucking
like they made the
culture out these days that you need a fucking color.
Yeah, you need someone. Yeah,
you know,
a POC.
I'm not trying to be like racist.
Well, no, because they made
nothing, but like
I was getting at that. They made Faye less sexy too.
See, that's it.
They got John Cho to play Spike, so he's Spike shorter.
Yeah. Oh shit. But yeah, dude, like I don't get it at all. Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
No, but like,
if it was like, say, a stage play or something.
If you guys listen to the first segment of this, then you guys know what we're talking about, like how like culture is nowadays.
Yeah, everyone's aware.
I'm not going to mention anything else. That's only if you watch the first video.
Right on. So yeah, I mean, everyone's kind of liberal with the storytelling as far as the whole Cowboy Bebop thing goes. Mm-hmm. And did you like the anime, the original Cowboy Bebop?
I've yet to watch it actually.
Oh, then what are we even talking about? What anime was like? What were your big anime follows when you were young? Like top 3 anime.
I'd say Attack on Titan.
Really? That was out when you were young?
Yeah. Gundam.
Nice.
Motherfucking. What else? Oh, Inuyasha.
Yeah.
That was it though. I love Inuyasha. I still fucking love Inuyasha.
Have you seen the final chapters? There's like an ending thing to that.
No, yeah, I subscribed to Funimation.
Neato.
And I've been rewatching every single anime from my childhood.
I thought the show movie was harsh.
There's actually, if you guys are from Fresno, there's an anime con next weekend down in downtown Fresno at the big Fresno grounds. And if you're into anime, go there, go support everyone, you know. If you like, I guarantee there's gonna be cosplay chicks. If you're into that, go over there. It's probably gonna be pretty poppin', dude.
That sounds live.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Oh no, just like Steve-O?
Steve-O, yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, Lukewarm said you guys were partying in here. What's up?
Well, we don't give a fuck about Lukewarm.
Fuck that dude. He's fucking boring.
Steve-O. Just partying with Steve-O? Fucking A. Oh man. Steve-O doesn't even party anymore.
No.
Nobody parties, man. That sucks.
No.
I guess you gotta get healthy. Everyone can't like fucking kill themselves driving fucking loaded, right? So everyone's gonna kind of take their foot off the gas at some point. Oy vey, man. Everybody just fucking... They don't know where to go. Either too soft or too hard. There's no one living in between anymore.
Limp?
No, just like being able to do both, up and down.
Damn.
Work hard, play hard. I guess in that situation you would you would be hard on both ends, but still. Who does it? I think it works out for the best now. But no, like moderation was supposed to be a key thing. And I don't know if it's... People are just saying, oh, well, you have no self-control. Oh, well, you must have some kind of disease. And it's like, oh, well, you can't control your... Well, I guess that's just... You're just this, or you're just that. Like, everyone is... Ugh. I love... There's a lot about, like... what do you think about autism? What do you think about, like, spectrum diseases? What do you think about mental illness?
We gotta go get my son tested for that, because... My vocalist for my band Discordian, he's autistic.
I met him. He's cool.
Yeah, but he's on the slight spectrum. It's more of a sensory thing. Like, there's a lot of stuff with autism. It's not just like, you know, you're autistic. There's like a sensory thing, like that'll trigger you, like, you know. And we think it's like more of a sensory thing for my son, that some things will like trigger him, and what's like, I don't know, he does the arm flaps, you know?
Yeah.
And he does like he gets overwhelmed too easily. Well, we're just gonna get him screened.
As parents, yeah, you know when something's not right.
Yeah, we're like, alright.
Yeah, because I don't like the vacuum. I'm gonna be real. I hate the sound of a vacuum. But it's not like, it doesn't, sending up the wall, it's just like irritating. Like TV static. Or feedback from a speaker. It's just irritating.
Shit,
to
I'm
me.
used to that at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the same thing, too. I just used to hate it when I was a kid. It's just fucking drive me insane. But, the way I talk to people, the way I learn things, I don't know. I always wonder about it, too. It's like, ugh. Because they tell me I'm bipolar, manic depressive, and such. I don't even know, because it changes as the years go on. I don't even know what I'd be classified as anymore. But, I feel like people are using stuff like that as a get out of jail. Adults, not children, are using that as a get out of jail free for a lot of shitty, like, personal stuff. Being a certain way, not being able to do certain things. I feel like it's too easy of an out. Just like, oh, well, I can't do it, I'm sick. It seems wrong to me. Especially because people are telling me that, like, oh, yeah, well, you've been XYZ diagnosis for, you have had to have been for years now. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So then someone tells me, and they're like, oh, well, yeah, I'm ZYX or whatever diagnosis. And they're just like totally falling a fucking apart. And I don't know what the fuck to think about stuff like that.
But at the same time, look what she was doing.
It's worrisome. What do you do with someone who has a lot in common with you, but then there's no, like, you literally can't understand anything about that person? I'm sure you've been in that situation. You travel around a lot. You meet a lot of people.
Yeah, man. I've met them all at this point.
Does that? I mean, do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm like wondering about in my head?
Yeah. I get it, bro.
Am I wrong?
No.
Is it prejudice or is it just confusion?
Mostly confusion.
Oh, so you're just saying there is prejudice in there?
No. Actually, no.
I was like, I'll cop to it, yeah, because that's what I'm asking. I want to know, like, am I coming from a bad place there, or is it just like, hey, wait, what, like, if I can figure out, what the fuck, why can't you? And I would think, yeah, like, even right now, too, like, I'm literally having an intense conversation with you, and my mind just wandered, oh, look, geese. And it just, and they say that's like an ADD thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, cool, I guess I have to accept whatever that I am mentally, whatever, fucking, but I don't even know what you would call it. Mentally ill, right? Bipolar, fucking manic depressive. That's mental illness, right? That's like the literally textbook definition. You get diagnosed with anything?
Nope.
No, nothing.
I think the worst I had was I had to get ear tubes put in. Like,
Same. What is up with that?
I think it's like you have hella just ear infections or something.
Wow.
You ever get hella ear infections?
I have tubes in my ears too. Or I had to have tubes in my ears too. I don't get hella ear infections though.
That's what caused mine.
I am always like finding something to like scratch the inside of my ear though. I'm literally always using like the back of a pencil, or like I'll get a napkin or something and twist it and just like, you know, I'm just like scratching. It feels weird. Like I can feel the hair inside of my ear. It's super, yeah. I have weird like super senses for other things. It's weird. Like yeah, smash a car door on my fingers and like I wouldn't feel it. But someone calling you your name, someone calling your first name at a party, like a crowded party, everyone's talking. Someone calling your name from the kitchen in the next area, and you not hearing it, I would hear it before you, and it would start to bother me because like that, I'm so fucking tuned up hearing like, and they're like even in like a crowded room, yeah, and it was just back and forth, and I'm like, God damn it, they're calling.
That's pretty interesting.
Same thing, like I busted someone stealing at the store the other day. They cracked open a bottle of like cologne or hairspray or something. And because I was eating, I took a bite of something, a pretzel or a piece of meat. I don't remember what I had, just a tiny piece of something. And I smell hairspray, and it immediately like turns my sense of taste like, ugh, like because I could taste the hairspray. Like that's how sensitive the smell was for me. And like nobody else, and I go, oh, what the fuck is that? Just everyone who smells like hairspray, and it's like a couple of dudes.
You ever been screened for autism?
Me? I'm ADD, bipolar. That's it. But I've never been screened for autism.
Sounds like a sensory thing.
I have great senses, and it's not like overwhelming.
That's the thing about it.
It's not negative.
No, there's some parts where you lack. Like, see, you say you don't have.
But that's
feeling in your hand.
Well, no, not like that. That's from being hurt
them.
over and over again. That's like a built-up resistance to pain. That's not, yeah. Like before, I really had great feeling, and like there's still like if you got me like under my arm or something, probably would feel it really, really quickly. But like I broke my jaw and it severed the nerve of my face, So I got like weird dead end nerves here. They had to cut my face off and fucking peel it back to put steel in my face. That's crazy. And yeah, when I came in though, the lady was like, "You're here for what?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I broke my jaw." She's like, "When? Like 3 months ago?" I was like, "No, 2 days ago." How are you talking? She just looked at me like, seriously, how are you not spitting blood right now? Like, I can understand you. That's insane. You say most people have to have their jaw wired shut and fucking... I don't remember. I had to eat soft foods and like was supposed to be on a liquid diet for 3 months. Mm-hmm. They just put plates in. It was pretty metal. It was because he was like in a mosh pit. So I earned my metal fucking stripes, right, as a young man. Broke my jaw getting kneed in the face by a skinhead in a mosh pit. I was 15, man. They're fucking great.
Yeah.
Come by it, honestly, right? But, you got any, like, serious moshing injuries?
I think the most I got, it's because no one, I don't know. I come out as like a big guy, you know, like no one wants to fuck with me. Like, but there's this one time, 2 times I would say. So this one time was so fucking random. You know what I'm saying? So fucking random. Okay, I go to my homie show. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go support him, you know. And he's playing, and I'm like, I'm moshing to his music. Like, yeah, like I'm getting it in the circle pit. And what I like to do, you know, the circle pit, I like to go the opposite way.
Nice.
I like to hit everyone, you know. And then I'm having a good time. Everyone's having a good time. You know, after the song ends, everyone's hugging each other like, oh, good shit, you know. And then, dude, there's this random little white girl punched me straight dead ass in the nose.
What the fuck?
Like, dead ass. Like, I'm talking
I remember you
this
telling me this once.
This bitch cocked back and said, and then smacked my shit, and then I end up like bleeding from my nose, and I'm sitting there like confused. I'm like, do I hit her?
And he's been married to her.
No, and then her dude is standing behind her. I'm like, do I fight both of them? But then me like starting to learn martial arts and all that, you know, I was like, I'm just gonna walk away from this.
This seems weird.
Because I'm kind of pissed. I'm like, and it's weird, and I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking walk away. So I go outside, right? I'm fucking bleeding from my nose, I get that. I'm holding my shit, and then I see some fucking other dude, and I go in front of the club, and then like he's holding his nose, and I'm like, dude, what happened to you? He's all, some fucking little bitch punched me in the nose, and I'm like,
what
you
the
too?
Fuck? This is some kind of thing they're doing.
Dude,
yeah.
no, the chick punched him in the nose too. She ended up getting kicked out and like all this other shit. But yeah, and then okay, I'll tell you about my second time. My biggest injury, I would say. I don't know. I couldn't turn my head left or right for a couple days. So I'm at the show and I'm fucking up in the front, you know, just like rocking out and fucking. So I look at the mosh pit behind me. You know how your neck's turned like that. You know, just like
yeah.
For the people that can't get the image perspective, imagine you looking forward, and then your body's faced forward, but your neck is turned like backwards, looking at something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what happens is I'm not looking at the stage; I'm looking at the mosh pit, and then someone stage dives on top of my head as my neck is turned. So when he stage dives on top of my neck, it goes. All I hear is this
crunch.
And then I'm sitting there like, oh my god, I'm like, dude, like I almost got my neck broke.
Yeah, you could have got a Christopher Reeves on that one.
And then I fucking my neck was sore for like 2 days. But yeah, those are my worst injuries. I usually injure people.
That's pretty wicked. What a tough guy thing to say. Yeah. Said casually, right? I don't have too many injuries. Yeah, I'm usually the one injuring people. So he's like an 80s movie bad guy or something.
You keep things balanced.
It's so fucking funny.
I am a top and bottom.
I wish I had a gong. Bong. You were here, folks.
We only got dongs. I'm sorry.
Dong. Holy shit. Okay, so what about like non-superhero cartoons?
You mean like Batman?
Yeah, just not. Oh, that was a jab. It took even. Yeah, I'm a huge Batman fan, and I'm always ready to defend him. And that took me like a half a second. I was like, wait a minute. No, I was like, no, like DuckTales. And I go, wait a minute. That motherfucker just said Batman, not a superhero, motherfucker. How dare you? Oh man,
Superhero jokes, am I right?
yeah, it caught me off guard. Dude, did you ever watch Freakazoid?
Why does that sound so familiar?
He's like blue, spiky hair.
I think I watched that. It was older, huh?
Yeah, it was like a
90s?
90s cartoon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah, I watched it.
He doesn't fly. He just runs around going. This shit was dope. He just wears like a big red suit. But yeah, it's pretty badass because it's like spot on representation of the internet, like meme culture. Because that was his powers, is that he just got the fucking whole internet zapped into his brain. But
What? We're talking about superheroes here.
yeah,
You want to talk about my idol? Was Powdered Toast Man.
Powdered Toast Man. You're in your fucking Ren and Stimpy head.
Dude, hey, Powdered Toast Man, let me tell you what. Hey,
Flew backwards, dude. That shit was. I forgot about him until you literally just a second. Toast Man.
the dude would come through your fucking window, break that shit, and fart on your fucking toast and powder.
They like cartoony fart too.
Dude, this shit was amazing.
He was
Dude,
with
let's
the
not
underwear
talk
on the
about.
outside.
Let's not talk about Stripperella.
No, you don't like Stripperella?
No, she was awesome.
You like Stripperella?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a funny story about
Love Stripperella.
me and
yes.
my mom, right?
Thank God, it's a Stan Lee product. Yeah.
Okay. Check this out. Me and my mom, I was like probably fucking 8 years old, right? And so I fucking fall asleep watching Spike TV. Yeah. And then my fucking mom busts in my room, wakes me up as a kid. I'm watching, I guess Stripperella was on. And I guess my fucking mom busted in. She's all, what the fuck are you watching? Because I guess fucking this bitch was like, I like it hot and hard. And then that's all my fucking mom fucking heard from Stripperella. She busted my door and like, what the fuck are you watching? And then I'm fucking confused as a kid and I look at the TV, I'm like,
I don't know.
I was like, Stripperella? She's like, what the fuck is Stripperella?
I think that's why, yeah, because it was tamer than it let on. It was like really suggestive, but it was like,
Who the fuck?
it was, yeah, who was it made for? Yeah.
I remember Kid Rock was in one of the episodes.
That was rad, yeah. Is that when she was with Kid Rock at the time, huh?
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Fucking
Who was
insane.
the actress again?
Pamela Anderson, dude.
It was.
That was who the character was based on,
Yeah, I
too.
remember. Dude, but
That old fucking Jugosaurus.
I'll never forget that. My mom walked in. She's like, "What the fuck are you watching?" And I was like, what? And then she told me, she told me when I got older, you know.
Yeah.
She's like, all I heard from your fucking room was, "I like it
Hot and hard.
And she was like, "What the fuck?" And like, and fucking busted in my room, dude.
I remember I was watching Cowboy Bebop and something was like that. One of the first time I think they captured Faye or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like the first or second time they capture her, but she's just like all titties out, laid out on the couch or something, and she just turns and it's just all jug, like side boob and ass cheek. And I'm just laying there like, holy shit, what the fuck kind of cartoon is this? Because I was real early into it. And my mom, that's exactly when my mom decides to walk out. And she's just like,
they love to walk in.
she just walks in right when there's a screen. Well, yeah, it just got a new big screen. It's just all fucking anime tits. I look like a
4K
fucking
tits.
total perv. Yeah.
So damn boy, that's some 1080 titties right
You know,
there.
it's fucked up too because I was on the less pervy side at that time. I mean, it got worse later. I actually earned my weebness. No, but oh fucking, there is this anime called Bobo, and it was on Adult Swim for a little while. Toonami.
I don't remember that too.
The gold afro dude, the little spiky Sonic guy, yeah, the poop head dude, the little girl with the pink hair looked like Mini Sakura, beauty. Yeah, that's a good example of like craziness of anime. It was so out there. Like I remember reading. This is back when Maxim magazine was still like a thing that people give a shit about. I gave a shit about it. I read Maxim pretty regularly, and it was number 3, number 4 on the what do you get for the person who has everything?
Yes.
Yeah, most definitely. That kind of magazine shit, was it men's magazines and things like that, really were popular for a while. That's the Spike TV for men. You had brought that up earlier. I thought it was fucking funny how much like ad time and stuff they had committed to Stripperella. And it ended up not being. I don't think it ended up being as popular as they wanted it to be.
No, it didn't. It only lasted probably 2 or 3 seasons or something.
I don't know for sure because even I lost interest in it, and that's saying something.
No, but I was interested as a kid back then because titties and ass.
That's what I'm saying. I was interested in it then, but I literally like stopped caring about the story. Like it didn't draw me in.
I
It
never
was more
gave
of
a fuck about the story in Stripperella.
Well, you got to be able to come back for it. Like if it's just
I was always coming back on that shit.
Oh yeah, you heard it here, folks. Giggity, giggity. Here with Midnight Q. No, that's fucking funny. Hottest animated characters, top 3. Off the top of your head, nothing.
I fucking brain farted right now, but what is that blind girl from fucking Naruto?
Blind girl?
The fucking the one that does the. Hold on.
Oh, Hinata?
Hinata.
Yeah, she's not blind. She just has like ghost eyes or whatever.
Is it?
She can see. She's like X-ray vision.
Dude.
She's like opposite of blind.
Okay, that.
Yeah.
Starfire. No, Raven. I like mostly like the gothic, like darker girls.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I dig that look. You know who weird pick for me at my number 3? Daria. I liked Daria. I fucking thought she was super hot when I was young.
Have you watched the fucking the live screen of Teen Titans?
Didn't like it.
I thought it was brutal. I thought Robin or Nightwing he played in later was brutal as fuck.
No, that was definitely pretty interesting.
How you remember in the beginning where he grinded some dude's neck on the broken window of a car?
I saw someone make this thing where he was fighting Daredevil. I think it was this thing called Death Battle. It's on YouTube. But they used like the same. It looked like the same kind of special effects though as the show because this guy had the exact same gear. And it was who would win in a fight between Nightwing and Daredevil. Oh, and they fucking were fighting in a parking garage and they fucked each other up. It was brutal.
Be a good fight, dude.
They're pretty evenly matched. Now, speaking of death match.
Celebrity deathmatch?
Who do you... oh my God.
Remember that shit?
Yeah, I brought up Daria. Now we moved into old MTV. Old MTV used to be fucking amazing.
The 80s MTV was the... But you know what's cool?
Headbangers Ball, that metal show.
Dude, everything nowadays, as a musician, as myself,
yeah,
everything is becoming better because everyone wants to be this alternative, like metalhead nowadays, and metal is coming back harder than ever.
It's becoming a more valuable commodity, you would say.
Yeah, dude.
No, that's great because I mean, I felt that ebb and flow of popularity for the style and for even just like in general the sound. As people got softer, the music got softer. Everything got a little more romancy. So, like the first wave of like the heavy metal era suffered from that shit too when they got into like monster ballads and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got known as like hair metal as opposed to fucking heavy metal.
Fuck hair metal.
But there's even within that genre though too stuff that would be considered hair metal. They have some great fucking guitarists in there.
Yeah. I guess I have to give a shout out to Van Halen.
Yeah, dude.
He evolutionized
Revolutionized
the technique tapping.
Evolutionized.
He evolutionized the technique tapping.
No,
No, because he brought it into like
for those of the people that don't play guitar at playing the home game. What is tapping? Could you elaborate?
Okay, tapping is where you use say your fingers are going on the string, right? And you're using your other, instead of picking the guitar with the pick, you're tapping the notes on other frets. And frets are those little, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, like on the guitar fretboard. And he would, like, it's tapping the other one and using the other hand to like alternate.
Multi-tapping.
Yeah. And he was the one that evolutionized that in the 80s. And then if it wasn't for Van Halen, it wouldn't be big now.
What do you think about like synth, digital, keyboard, computer generated music?
I love it.
You're cool with it as a person who plays his own instrument?
No, check this out, because I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit's not easy. Because I used to record my own little beats and like all this stuff, and it takes time, bro. Like, you have to build a song. Like, I respect all music, because any music takes time and talent. Any music, no matter what.
Me and my friends are gonna play Hot for Teacher on a hollowed out log. we got the Legion Hall booked for this week.
Oh shit.
This is fucking got it bad. Dunk 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 dunk. All right. No, that is one of the coolest things I've heard anyone say. I respect all music.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, what is that?
Stay balanced.
That's not even balanced. That's fucking amazing to say. A lot of people are like, I like this. Even me, I'm guilty of it. Like, I have some that I like, some that I don't like.
That's called being an elitist.
I'm a critic, man. I pick what I like and what I don't like.
I used to be like that.
And I recommend it to people, though.
No, I don't. You know why? Because then you'll just like hate on something that is way more talent than you can do.
You know, I don't really hate on it so much as I dissect why I didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I never outright say stuff unless it's for like laughs or whatever. But if I say like I got a thing with it, it's because fundamentally like I mentally can't agree with it. Like Catcher in the Rye as a book for me, I thought it was a bad story about a bad person, but it was interesting. And I feel like a lot of people misinterpret it, and it's a famous story. It's a legendary story, and I feel like it's one of those things of something that bad that I liked. You know what I mean?
See what I learned.
And I would say read it even if I didn't like it.
All this stuff I went through music, I've literally, as a guitarist and a musician, I've been through every genre.
I've
used my guitar in rap. I've used my guitar in like regular metal, heavy metal, death metal, country, even country, bro. Like, my family, the Coffees, we come from a country. You know, that's our roots.
Wicked.
And that's why you guys see the guy Billy here on Dogman's podcast.
The Blitzkrieg, yeah.
Yeah, you shout out to that guy. He's amazing. And I remember playing guitar for him, and he said, he's like, you have soul.
Hell yeah.
Because, dude, that's all you got. Like, I respect all kinds of music, like, especially, like, getting into it. You try to, like, you try to get into it, and you're like, wow, that's actually pretty. Especially, you know, as a guitarist, I feel like jazz music
Oh yeah, dude.
is crazy as a guitarist. Like, jazz chords, like, they're, man,
Now you're talking some serious shit.
like, your hands, I feel like I look at some of these jazz chords these guys play, and it's like, I can almost damn near, like, feel a cramp coming on in my hand looking at these fucking chords.
The Coltrane changes are legendary. And
it's all chords. They're all doing chords. Like, it's not, okay, as a guitarist, there's something called single notes, where you just use one finger to play a note, like, you know? But jazz people, they'll be doing chords, like, you're like, and you're using all your hands. Like, it's not single noted out. Each of those things are chords. And, like, now jazz nowadays is like, thank you, Van Halen. Fucking, now they're using tapping, like, like,
when you say jazz now, are you talking about, like, jazz fusion, freeform jazz, modal jazz, cool jazz?
Dude, no, technical jazz. It's so fucking,
just jazz as a general structure.
No, jazz's structure is insane.
Yeah, the improvisation mixed with complicated.
And this is coming from a metal.
Of course.
Metal fucking shredder, you know?
I took jazz history and appreciation when I was in JC, and that shit was so fucking amazing. Learning the history, fucking people getting knifed over song rights, and fucking the evolution from ragtime and Dixieland all the way up to fucking, what do they call it? Fucking call and response, swing.
Oh, I love swing.
Yeah, and fucking
swing is my favorite shit.
Ragtime and swing. Up to, what is it? Yeah,
then juke joints.
Yeah, then you get up to finally, fucking jazz, Dixieland, all that shit, and then jazz.
I love fucking that stuff. Later, I'll show you, like, the modern jazz I listen to.
Oh yeah, I mean it's taking a turn, and a lot of people think of jazz as like elevator music, the day to day.
Dude, no, the jazz that I would show people,
or like fucking Kenny G,
it would blow their fucking mind.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
And that's why I one time my band Discordian, we played with a metal jazz band, and I was like, you know, it's gonna be nothing. These motherfuckers came with the trombone and, like, all these fucking wind instruments, and then and, like, you know, and then they started playing, and my mind was fucking blown. Like, they
rad.
Sounded so amazing. And check this out, my fucking vocalist that night, he was shrooming, and dude, the whole time he was fucking tripping balls on this fucking jazz band.
Jazz metal.
I was tripping balls too, and I wasn't even high like that. Like, dude, they were so good. And then that's why I'm promoting shit, because I'm so cool with all the promoters here in the Central Valley. I'm gonna start running my own stuff.
That sounds interesting.
And
prestige worldwide.
Oh yeah, dude.
Huff and dough bag.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Boats and hoes.
I think I've been in this musical scene since 2012. Check this out, dude. I used to not think there was a musical scene in Fresno, right? And then I get involved with everything. My God, I'm gonna tell you right now, for you guys that will listen to this, there's such a big musical scene in Fresno. Don't be scared to come out with it. Like, if you got some talent hidden, just speak out about it.
Hell yeah, that's fucking awesome.
You know, and then tell Dogman, message Dogman or anything.
Yeah, we're always out there.
You know what? If you have a band or anything, you have a talent,
let it be known.
Let it be known. Message Dogman. You know what? I'll probably get you a show.
Hell yeah.
You know, I don't discriminate. Hey, check this out.
Let's make some people famous.
This show I have set up, there's jazz, there's indie music,
Wicked.
There's rappers. There's poetry. There's poets. There's poets.
Sounds so fucking great.
There's fucking poets. Look at, they don't even have fucking music. I just like the way they fucking speak.
I want to get in on this
They
so
love
bad.
it. Yeah. And then they have my band Discordian Dismemberment, which is slam metal. That's the heaviest metal you can get.
You're organizing it?
Yeah, I organized
I want to
it.
do a live Dogman show. How much do I have to pay to get a slot?
No.
Just do it at the end.
See, that's another thing. If you get involved with my boy Dogman, you can get involved for free.
Wicked.
This guy.
That would be hilarious. After the show's over, everyone's just sweeping up garbage, doing a live Dogman show.
I love how I was like, hey, you want to go backstage? You're like, what the fuck?
Let's do it. Yeah. First concert after a long
those
time.
hoes that tried to get backstage?
Woo.
Hey, but they got kicked out real quick.
They were very, very good
get
looking.
Get the fuck out.
They were Fresno 8s, Fresno 9s, which means they were LA 4s. Seattle 10s though. No, no, that's such a burn.
No, but yeah, these fucking hoes try to get back there. Like, no, like
metalheads only. Fucking hilarious. Well, that does a soul good, right? Just to get backstage at a concert is pretty rad. But just that we ended up drinking beer. You saw the aftermath on that live set. The live set with the old man.
Oh, yeah. Hey, check this out. That motherfucker from the last one. That was from my last show. I took Dogman backstage.
Heavy metal parking lot for sure.
You know, a lot of people over exaggerate about backstage. Let me tell you, the bands are just getting drunk.
Right? Pizza.
That's all it is.
Pizza and beer.
Yeah.
Bitching.
No, that's all it is.
Checking equipment.
I'm gonna tell you right now, people that are listening, the backstage is not what you think it is. It's just motherfuckers getting together, getting drunk. Who cares about you? Type shit.
It's literally what you would be doing before band practice anyway.
Yeah.
Most of it.
But you can't be invited unless you're invited.
That's wicked. Exclusiveness of it makes it fun.
Yeah. I remember Dogman was sitting there like, shit, what do I do? I'm like, hey, you want to go backstage?
Just mind blow. I'm just sitting there fucking watching people not mosh and like kind of, they're in and out about it. And then, it picked up and I was like, well, that's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you weren't there too. I thought you were like in the back doing some kind of like some kind of mental ritual shit to get ready. You just showed up like, hey, what's going on? He just showed up like he just went and fucking bought chips or something. Yeah,
I've played over 100 shows. You think I'm gonna be sitting there doing a ritual?
I don't know. Everyone I know who performs like that is super. They're super like touchy right before they perform.
Not me.
That's cool.
Like, let's do it.
Over 100 of
of
that gig though. That's pretty badass. Though. Yeah, I'm sure it would become routine at a certain point.
No, I just knew what to do. Hey.
And I think knowing what to do
is heading off.
I think that's.
Hey.
If there's anything else you want to say, that's the time.
That's the time. We love you guys. Peace out.
And that's been Conversations with Crucifix Coffee on Dogman Sideshow Podcast. Thank you.